Hello, hello, hello. It has been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. Hope you guys are good. Oh, why does my YouTube stream not? Oh, okay, now it looks like HD. Good, good, good. Hello. Ah, I agree. Drink a lot. It's fucking hot. So I need to find some music. Hello, Nick. How you doing? Hello, Panda. Hello, Shui. Hello, Steel. Hello, Jolly. Hello, Julian. Ugh. It's too hot, guys. I'm home safe, I'm home sound. Well, safe, I'm not so sure. Because, my room currently has 28 degrees with the AC running. So, I have the issue of, how to explain? So, German ACs are not like American ACs. Our ACs are shit. They, basically, we install a little, like, clothing thing around our window, and then you put, like, a pipe through that clothing thing that transports the hot air outside, and it keeps coming loose. And that means that a little hole gets created, and as soon as there's a hole, hot air comes into the room, and it basically becomes useless. I ordered 50 meters of duct tape now. That's gonna arrive on, I believe, Wednesday. Yeah, I think on Wednesday. To hopefully reinforce all the edges with duct tape and reinstall it all, because I will not survive otherwise. Oh, Alistair, I only have that AC because I bought it myself for like 600 euro. So I had to spend a lot of money for it. And it is not good to use it because our electricity is insanely expensive. So I can't use expanding foam or silicone. I'm not allowed to change the walls. This is a like this is a temporary thing. Which is why the AC itself is shit as well. Because all of these temporary AC solutions are not good. Like, Europe, like especially the non-southern European countries, need to get the head out of their ass and start changing. Coco, get off the table. They need to start changing how they build houses and how they view ACs, and just like start installing ACs into buildings. Like, I wouldn't mind paying a bit more rent per month for something to have a permanent proper AC installed. Coco, stop whining. Yeah, the AC needs to be on. If it's not on, we're both dying. She hates the AC sound. Alistair, this is a portable AC. That is why, at most, it will lower the temperature by like 1 to 2 degrees. And right now, outside, let me check. Let me check. Outside, it is colder than it is inside my flat. When we start getting to like 35 degrees outside, my flat will sit around 40 degrees. And the AC will bring it to like 37, 38. I will literally be like a lobster that you throw into a cooking pot. Like, it's so bad. Oh, it is so bad. It's really not good. No, no, no. Hi, Tuesday. How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna... Hello, Kara. I'm gonna try to fix the music now because supposedly there should be music. They did something new on Twitch chat as well. Like, you know how at the top, uh, usually it shows like top subscribers or something? Now it cycles through and shows like, help me earn points to reach plus level in May. Instead of like, gift a subscription. And it cycles through, and that part takes a lot of the chat away, and that's very annoying. Not a big fan of it. I missed you guys too, 𝐇𝐚𝐯. Like, I don't feel like the holiday was a break from work, really, because I had to do a lot of project management, which I already told Flo about. He did ask me about a lot of dumb stuff, to be honest. Like, we both had a phone, right? And for example, we had a rental car. I did tell him that I'm gonna tell this to Twitch chat, so this is okay. This is not me talking behind back. I did tell him, this is so dumb, I need to tell chat. So we had some Audi as a rental car. And he didn't know how to open like the tank, you know, where you put gasoline in. I don't know what exactly it's called in English. So he Googled and couldn't find it. So I just went, ugh. Then I Googled, I found it within like 10 seconds. I opened it for him, like the exterior part of it, and you know, like how you then open it. And then you need to unscrew that little thing inside before you can put the metal part in where the gas comes through, right? Like the liquid gas at a petrol station. And he goes like, I can't open it still. I'm like, are you kidding me? Then I had to get out of the car. It was a normal unscrew like in any other car. I have no idea why he couldn't open it. I got so annoyed. So I go back into the car. He fills up the car. Then he's like, oh, which like number are we? Like, you know, when you drive into like a gas station, there's like the different spots, right? Like usually like 1 to 6 or something. You check your number and then you go to like the cashier, tell your number, and then they know, okay, you're like number 2, for example. So they know like which car you are, and you know, they make you pay. He didn't see the number that was right above us, and I was like, are you kidding me? I got so annoyed. Like, it was all such basic shit. I literally felt like a babysitter. Like, oh, I would have understood if it was someone driving a car the first time, you know. I got so annoyed. Oh. Hi, 𝐥𝐿𝐭𝐭𝐥𝐿. Hello, Ryan. How am I doing today? I'm melting. It is too hot. It is way too hot. No, that was not hilarious because my brain didn't work like that, and that was not the only sort of like the only situation like that either. It was just the most extreme one, but there was a lot of situations where like he asked me the most basic thing. Where I'm like, why don't you Google first? Like we both have a phone, or why don't you try something before asking? You're on the flight back. Or rather, it's like, I just thought 2 steps ahead most of the time. And on most of those 2 steps I told him about, but then he still didn't do it. So, the flight into Madeira, I only took my I took my Kindle onto the flight, but I forgot to download music or like a movie. And that was a bit annoying, but it was okay on the flight in because, like, obviously, like, when you go into the holiday, you're, like, all excited and, oh my god, yay, woo! Because it's, like, a 4-hour flight, quite long. On the way back, on the evening before, I downloaded, like, a whole TV show. The Boroughs on Netflix, highly recommend, finished it today, good show. And I added a playlist on Spotify to then download, because you can only download full playlists. And my normal playlist is 85 hours long. I didn't want to download all that. So I made like a playlist of like 30 songs. And here I talked about that the evening before. I was like editing playlists so I can download, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward a few hours. We were sitting in the plane. I'm getting my headphones out to start watching my TV show. And because there was like a baby crying like a couple rows behind us, I also told him like, yeah, I'm probably like just so you know, I'm gonna have like the headphones in the whole time probably because like after 8 days, my social battery of like other people around me, it was exhausted. I needed peace and quiet. And the crying baby was not peace and quiet. So I just wanted to like turn the world off with my headphones in and chill for a couple hours while the flight was taking place. And then it's like, oh, how do I download Spotify songs? And like internally I was screaming, I'm like, whatever. I did all of this last night in the hotel room and you're doing it while we're sitting here already like seatbelts closed in the flight ready for takeoff. I like, why don't you check your phone first? Like, we're not talking about a boomer. We're talking about someone same age as me who's like a gamer, like someone tech illiterate. Why? And why aren't you doing it the day before? I can't understand. Like, my brain doesn't understand how you can't do this the day before. And then, this is also something I told him about that it annoyed me, so it's fine telling you guys as well. Then he kept making like random, like the most German small talk. Like, you know those little cars? You know the little cars that like bring your luggage from like the main airport to like the plane? And he went like, oh look, they're bringing our luggage now. And I was sitting there, I was like, yo, Flo, I really do not care about that comment. Like, that is like the most German thing. The most German small talk I could think of. I do not care that they bring the luggage, nor do I care to hear about it. Like, you do need to know. Legit, my social battery was exhausted. And she made little, like, very German small talk comments throughout the whole trip. Every time we took a car ride, he'd comment very typical things that Germans say. But I just quietly sat there and didn't say anything because, you know, like, you gotta compromise. Oh, but at the end I was like, no, I gotta say it now. And he would chat up random people. Like we did one of the Levada walks, like those are the little I don't really want to call them hikes, but they are kind of hikes. It's a bit weird. So Madeira has these like water paths. They go from like the north of the island kind of downhill to the south of the island. And you can walk across the water paths. Like some of them have like a path to follow. The first one we did was with a couple waterfalls that you could walk under and stuff, and like some tunnels that you had to go through. The tunnels for me, they were fine. Like they were really dark. Like you did need like a flashlight at least on your phone because you could literally not see in the tunnel. But the ceiling was quite low. For me, it was okay. I barely had to duck. Floor was quite tall, like he had to duck a lot. So for him, it was shit. And the path that you could walk on was like very narrow. Next to it was water, so you did have to be careful. And you could only walk if no one was coming from the other side. So it was a bit tricky. So we exited one of them. And there was like a group that wanted to go in. And a random water bottle was like lying on the ground. So he goes and asks this random group, "Is this your water bottle? Did you forget it?" And my whole body looked up. I was like, why would you ask this random group? Why do you care? Why can we not just go on? Who cares? Who owns this water bottle? We're like very different types of people there. Like he loved to hit up strangers for small talk. I don't love hitting up strangers for small talk unless the situation literally is made for it. Like when we went into the pools, we went into like natural lava pools, and all the men just went in. It was really cold. It was like 19 degrees. All the men just went in, and all the girls like were just like going like little step by step, exposing more of their skin to the very cold water. So there everyone yapped with each other, right? Because all the guys were like, "Oh, come on, guys, just go in." And all the girls were like, "Ugh, so cold." I just wired differently. But I mean, you guys know, because I say sometimes right, that I just hate random small talk. That's why I closed my DMs to viewers, right? Because people would just be like, "Hi, Nani, how are you? How was your day?" And oh, I can't. But no, I think overall we had a really good holiday. He did carry all my stuff. That was really nice. And he took a lot of pictures. I think he learned, hopefully, a bit about picture taking. Or at least he learned how to listen to women on how to take pictures. Hello, Richard. Hope you had a great holiday. You came back to a heat wave. Oh, yeah. It was colder in Madeira. It's terrible. I live under the roof. It's absolutely terrible. Is he a photographer? If not, he should be. No, he's not. And I only handpick the best pictures. There's a lot of pictures that are not usable because proportions and stuff. Like most of the really good ones took like a good 15 to 20 minutes of me going back to him, changing the angle of the phone slightly after seeing it, and then going back to the spot. So I think he's good at the job he's doing. It's a non-creative job. He's a very I don't want to say analytical person, but a very react to stuff after the stuff has happened kind of person. I think that the job he has is good for him. Okay, but now let me try to figure out why you can't hear the music. Really not sure why the music is not working. But let me... God, how did I set up the music last time? Oh, my mix it up is also not working. Wait, let me update that. anyways, like I'm gonna give you guys a holiday rundown day by day in a bit, but I need to try to get the music to work because it's currently you guys can't hear it, and I'm not sure why. Hello, Enno. Galas and a neon light. Oh, also, if you were not here on the last YouTube stream, we're a YouTube partner. Whee! Yay! Let's fucking go. Can you hear the fan the whole time? Is it loud? Like, do you hear it even when I don't speak? Distorted audio when I speak? Okay, how bad is it? Can other people comment on it as well, please? The sound seems muffled. Okay, wait, let me turn it off for a second. I'm gonna turn it off for a second and you tell me if it's still bad, okay? Okay, what about now? What's the sound like now? Is it gone? It's gone. Fuck, then it's the fan. So I can't even have the fan on when I stream? Oh my fucking god. I mean, if it sounds muffled, that sounds bad. Is it bad or is it okay? Like, is it something that you don't mind because you like my content anyways, or is it something that new people might turn the stream off for? Like, be honest, please. I'd rather suffer in heat. Yeah, manageable, but like, how big is the difference to my normal audio? You get music going, it probably won't even be noticeable. Okay, yeah, I'm trying with the music. I'm not sure why I can't get it working. I'm legit, I'm not sure why I can't get it to work. Like, I remember we had that issue last time, and I couldn't get it to work either. Why is it not working? Hmm. Oh, the fan is off right now, that's why you can't hear it. Okay, do both streams hear that? YouTube and Twitch, do you hear the music? Okay, this is definitely not how I had it before. So it's weird. Something is off. Test something. You. Okay. Does YouTube hear this music too? Twitch should hear it. Yeah, I know that Twitch hears it. I need YouTube to tell me if they hear it or not. Move back out the frame. I want tits. What? Can't hear that one. Okay. Good. Then I think overall music is fixed. All right. Big Fang, I'm gonna jiggle if you're gonna, like, become a member. Fair deal. Hello, Melon. Oh, wait, let me turn the fan back on, bro. Yeah, just those, like... Yeah, I'm not saying like and subscribing. I'm saying if you become a member, I'm gonna jiggle them. There's a difference. You want the titty jiggle? You gotta, like, become a member. Okay, you guys want a day-by-day rundown of the holiday? Hi, Senna. How you doing? Oh, also, is the music loud enough or is it too quiet? Right, so where do we start? Okay, so Flo got here Saturday evening. Because our flight was Sunday, like last week. What, today's Monday? 2 weeks ago to Sunday. At 6:30 a.m., really early. So he came a day early. We had the neighbor over with his girlfriend for like a couple of drinks the evening before. And then it was a 4 a.m. wake up. Everything at the airport was like really quick though. Like it was not full. Flight was good as well. We had heard a lot about like Madeira being like the airport being a bit rough to fly into. Like not every pilot is allowed to fly or land in Madeira airport because the airport is literally right next to the ocean. Like the landing strip, between the landing strip and the ocean, there's nothing. But for us, it was good weather. No issues at all. We took a bus to Funchal, which is where we stayed. But first thing I did was buy a pastel de nata at the airport. Because I buy them sometimes at Starbucks, but obviously... like, they should be better in Madeira, right? Like, they should be better than the fucking Starbucks ones. Spoiler, they were better. And cheaper! Dude, now I can't justify spending like $3 for teeny tiny one bite-sized one anymore. At Starbucks, after the good ones I had in Madeira for way cheaper. But even the first one I bought was already better. And like then the bus had a bit delay, which felt very, very German. But eventually made it. The bus drive, I feared for my life. So, the roads in Madeira, there's a lot of uphills. And the roads are tight. And we were driving like in a normal bus. Not a small bus, a normal bus. And that driver took curves with like full speed. Sorry, Gugu, I have no idea what that is. And if cars came from the other side, he didn't care. Like, full speed ahead. Like, I generally... I was thrashed around in my seat a little bit. Like, at some point, I did have to hold on to not, like... But eventually we made it. And the bus stop was really close to the hotel as well, which was great. So we didn't have to walk a lot. But we did see the hill that the hotel was located on, because the bus went from like the bottom of the hill all the way up. And we were like, fuck. Does this mean every time we go into town, we gotta walk up this hill? Spoiler, yes, that's exactly what it meant. So like we already knew that we'd be at the hotel quite early. And we did book like a 5-star hotel. And holy shit, like when you came into the lobby, yeah, you could tell it was 5-star. And like straight from the lobby, there were like, you could have like a view outside, ocean, pool, everything. It was so good. So lobby was like, yeah, you can leave your luggage here. If you leave your phone number as well, we're gonna give you a call when your room is ready. I've never experienced that in like 3 or 4-star hotels, that they actually call you when your room is ready. Like either when you check in, you're lucky that your room is already good. Like to give you an indication, we arrived at around 11:45 and check-in was supposedly at 3 p.m. I got a call at 1 p.m. that our room is ready. Hello, Felix. Thank you. And yeah, I agree. It's burning hot. I'm suffering in my flat. I live right under the roof. I am suffering. When I left Germany, I had the heater on. I'm coming back. I have to have the AC on. It's insane. So we dropped our luggage and then we just went basically down into town to explore a bit. Had like a bit of food and just walked around, and when we went back up for the room, we saw a little park and just sat down a bit because, oh my god, like day one, I could not walk up the hill without a break. I could not, like, we're not talking a tiny hill, we're talking like a long, steep hill. And then we sat down, and there were like a lot of little lizards, like really tiny ones. They were all sunbasking, and it was so cute. Oh, I loved it. Like, if you came too close, then they would all scatter. But they would sit like, I'd say 30 to 50 centimeters away from you. And if they found a nice spot, they would just like lie on their belly, and they would like stretch their arms and legs up into the sky and legit just like belly flop and chill. And oh, they were so incredibly cute. I took a lot of lizard pictures. Like, you could see some of them. I think I posted some to YouTube and also onto Discord. They were really, really cute. Yeah, then we went to the room. And there was a weird noise in the room. Like a weird, like, kind of... how to explain in English? We had issues explaining this to reception as well. You know the sound when, like, wood kind of works? Like, if you have a wooden ceiling and there's a lot of heat, sometimes the wood expands and decompresses and it makes, like, noise. And in our room, yeah, creaking, yeah, kind of, but not the floor, right? It was, like, somewhere... like on top of the balcony, but inside the room. But it was really loud and annoying, so we complained about it and said, like, yeah, there's no way we can sleep with this. Like, every couple seconds. First we thought it might be the light, so we turned the light off. It was not the light. So, like, it took like 45 minutes. They sent like 2 people to check, which also both happened incredibly quickly after we called reception. And then they were like, yeah, we're gonna check like one room higher up if there's something free so we can move you. And I was already like, fuck yeah, room upgrade, hell yeah, hell yeah. Because obviously one room higher, like, I consider that an upgrade, right? Better views and shit. So then it comes back and it's like, well, yeah, unfortunately it has to be a room lower. And I was already like ready to like fight. But I was like, wait, look at the room first, and then you can complain and go full Karen and be like, but this is a downgrade. Turns out it was actually still an upgrade, because instead of like a normal room, we now got a corner room, which was like slightly bigger. And we had, when Nani complaining about it's been long enough. Technically, the Nani rage, I think, is kind of complaining. I could rename it to Naniru Complain, I guess. But it had like a balcony around like both of the window fronts. So that was an upgrade, actually. It still had the creaking. But we were like, okay, let's sleep for a night with it and see. Because the maintenance people that checked our room did say that they installed like some new covers for the lights in all of the rooms, and we think that's where the creaking came from. So then obviously all rooms would be affected, right? Yeah, like we kind of solved it by at night just keeping the window open so we would hear like the ocean and the birds, because that sound kind of evened out the other sound. I guess kind of like the music now hopefully evens out the AC from my room and my mic. Yeah, then we went back into town. What did we do for food on the first evening? Honestly, I'm not sure what we did on first night. Let me check on my phone. Wait. Just go through my pictures, and then by that I have an easier time following the timeline. Why, we had soft ice in the evening or afternoon? Yeah, right. We went to the hotel bar that was outside. And we tried the brisa maracuya lemonade. If you ever go, like, I don't know if it's a Portugal thing or if it's a Madeira thing, but if you ever go to Madeira, try the brisa maracuya. It's like Fanta, but with maracuya, like passion fruit. Oh my god, it's so good. They make it with like actual passion fruit, like the pulp of it. It's so refreshing. And then I just had like fries with garlic mayonnaise, which was really good. Flo had some croquettes with like fish and potato, and I'm normally not a big fish fan, but they were still like surprisingly good. Like I tried one and I actually liked it as well. Oh right, and then after that, yeah, I remember. When we went back into town, there was the flower parade. So on our arrival day on the Sunday, Madeira Funchal celebrated the flower festival. So we went to watch a bit of the flower parade in town. It was basically like a carnival or something. Like people on the parade dressed up in like flower costumes, and I had like little like cars being decorated where they would be standing on, and like it was mostly females, and it was like from little kids, I would say like 4 years and onwards, to probably 30 to 40-year-olds. It was pretty nice. Yeah, after that we didn't really eat. I think we just went back to the hotel, and we kind of chilled for the rest of the day. Next day we did cool stuff. Like next day we wanted to still do stuff in Funchal because we didn't have the car yet. And well, first we had hotel breakfast. Hotel breakfast was pretty good, but I have to say, like 2 years ago I was in Mallorca in a 4-star hotel, and the breakfast was not better than at a 4-star hotel. Like it was kind of like the same quality, which doesn't mean it was bad. I feel more like the 4-star hotel I was in had like really good breakfast probably. But like they had like lots of like bread and bread roll variety. Like you could like get like a fresh omelette made. Lots of fruit with some stuff different per day. Fresh juices. You could have scrambled egg, fried egg, cooked egg. Like I said, the omelette, bacon, pancakes. They didn't have maple syrup, which was kind of eh. They had like strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla syrup, but no maple. Some warm stuff as well, like very British warm stuff, like baked beans and shit like that. Lots of cheeses and sausages, like very local stuff. And also like sweet stuff, like the pastel de natas and shit. So like breakfast was really, really nice, actually. I did like it. Which is bad though, because I always ate so much for breakfast that I think that is a good, or like a big reason why I never got so hungry the other days. And then we went to something that I was really looking forward to. There was this like local, it's like a local market hall kinda. that opens Monday to Saturday, where they sell like a lot of fresh fruit and like spices and stuff. And I was really curious for that because they sell Monstera, like, you know, the plant, like the Monstera plant, the green plant with like little holes in it and the leaves. They sell the fruit of it, and we could try it there and like some other stuff as well, which was really, really cool. And it was very colorful. Now we took a cable car up to a part of Funchal that's like very high up, like it's called Monte. We went to Monte Palace. It's kind of like, it's not really a botanic garden because I feel like it's too big and there's too much different stuff there. Would you heat up sausages in a kettle? In a kettle? No. What the fuck? But yeah, the cable car basically went up a mountain, so you had like really good views. And the Monte Palace was really cool. There was a lot of like tiny ponds with koi fishes. Lots and lots of plants. They had swans as well. They had flamingos. There were like some museums as well. Like small ones. I think they showcased local artists or something. I tried poncha, which is like classic poncha. I think is orange juice, sugarcane syrup, or honey and rum. Oh, I did not like it. I tried it with passion fruit juice instead because I preferred it over orange juice, and because I thought like, you know, maybe it's gonna cover the flavor of the rum a bit more. The rum was still so strong. I wasn't a fan of it. Yeah, and then we saw the peacocks. Did you guys see the peacock pictures on Twitter? Not Twitter, on Discord and YouTube? Do you see the peacock pictures? Like, we were about to leave. And then we kept hearing some sound like... Wee! Wee! And we were like, what the fuck is making that noise? So we kept exploring. And then we found peacocks. Bah, bah, bah. And first we saw some females lying around. And like a small one, like a small male one. I was kind of like chilling with the females. And like people were mostly like walking past. And then a big one was kind of like walking around a bit. But people ignored it a lot. And I did a mating call. I went like... Okay, it doesn't work as well in English. You need to know that the word Schwanz, the literal translation would mean tail in English. But in German, it means tail or penis, okay? Depending on the context. So I went like, I'm single. Show me your tail, basically. A single mating call, so he would like show like the feathers at the back, you know? And then he jumped around a bit, like on some bench, and I already got excited. I was like, oh my god, is he gonna show it? After I did that. And then he actually did. He unwrapped all his feathers, like the whole tail. Big Fang, if you don't shut the fuck up now, I'm gonna ban you. If you're not gonna say anything constructive, I'm gonna remove you. And that was the biggest peacock they had as well. Like, they had, I think, they had 4 male peacocks that we saw at least. They were not, like, in a cage. Some were in a cage because they were under, not really quarantine, but they were, like, to be observed for, like, some sickness or something. And when the peacock, like, unfolded his, like, feathers, barely anyone was there, and he kept it open for so long as well. And that was insane. Yeah, it was a big one. Du bist ein scheiß deutscher Spacko, der sich jetzt aus meinem Chat verpissen kann. Mich interessiert dein kleiner Mikropenis nicht. Muss man mit einer Lupe suchen, habe ich keinen Bock drauf. So. Okay, first dude is gone from chat. Jesus Christ. First day back and we already have to ban someone. You guys want to be enlightened? He's like, my cock is big too. Well, my tail. And I'm not talking about peacocks. So he said, I don't like his micro penis. You need a magnifying glass to find it. Okay, Big Bang. You're gone as well now. Bye. I warned you. Jesus Christ, some people do. Anyways. So yeah, from that one I took a lot of pictures. And then we walked on a little bit. Then we saw a white peacock. I have never in my life seen a white peacock. And it wasn't an albino either. Like, he had a normal eye color. Flo did Google it. Apparently it's like some very rare... Something with their genes. It's like very rare. And, they apparently don't get too old normally. But this one had like... No, it's the same breed. It's like some mutation kind of thing. They normally don't get too old, I think, as well. But not an albino. And that one had a massive tail as well. Sadly, I missed that one fully expanding it. He like half expanded it. And then like a smaller peacock joined. And that one like expanded so often. Like he expanded like every couple minutes. But anyway, half of his feathers were missing and it just looked so sad, especially after I had seen like that massive peacock. And people were still going crazy for the small peacock, and I was like, oh man, if they had seen the big peacock. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Like, that was really, really cool. First one is Twitch chatter, second one is YouTube chatter. Well, no, peacocks are not the best birds. I'm sorry, but seagulls are the best birds. Hello, Coco. Hello, Manchette. But yeah, then we took the cable car back down. And then I had something really delicious, even though it's technically kind of like fast food. You know, like crepes? Wait, you guys call them crepes, I think. Weird English pronunciation, crepes. Now, the thing you normally eat with like cinnamon and sugar or like jam or something. They did a cheeseburger crepe. That was actually so good. Because you didn't have the burger bun, so it didn't get like as soggy as with a burger bun. So I always feel like with burgers, like the bun kind of gets like soggy from like taking up all the juices. It was really tasty. Then we watched Little Lizards again. And then we wanted to get a car for the second, like for the next day, for Tuesday. Big mistake. Hello, Daniel. How you doing? Couple days, like legit, like I'd say 4 or 5 days. I checked car rental websites, both for like several days ahead and right for the next day, to see what the availability is like in general, to know like do we have to book the car in advance or not. And it was always fine, so we didn't book in advance. Then on Monday, we wanted to book a car for Tuesday. And they were booked out everywhere. And we were like, oh, fuck, because we need a car. So we went to 6, which was really close to our hotel as well. And we were like, yeah. So, do you, by any chance, still have a car for tomorrow? And she's like, we're already overbooked, but let me see if I can do anything if you already booked today. So if we had grabbed a car on Tuesday, we would have paid like 370 from Tuesday to Friday. Grabbing it Monday evening. We didn't use it Monday evening, but just grabbing it there, we then paid 270. I do not know how that logic works. Because in my mind, Monday evening to Friday is longer than Tuesday morning to Friday, but at least the lady was nice and checked, and she could have just as well only told us the Wednesday or the Tuesday option that was $100 more and be like, yeah, we have a car, it's 370, and we would have had to take it. Like, there were no alternatives. That's the thing. There were no alternatives. But yeah, then we got a car. It was like some Audi. I would not have been able to drive that car. So I'm very grateful that Flo was like, yeah, I'm gonna drive. And he did enjoy driving it as well. For me, the car would have been way too long. Because it had like a very long front part. Like, I couldn't even see it. Even with the seat all the way to the front and all the way up, I could not see it at all. And then Tuesday, we wanted to kind of drive around the south coast and southwest. That day was a bit disappointing because we thought that the cities would be a bit better. Or like a bit bigger, let's put it like that. But they were like really, really tiny. We had a really good ice cream, like a popsicle with ginger, basil, and citrus. That was really good. I did find some random cats to pet as well. And we went to the 𝐥𝐬𝐭𝐥𝐿 skywalk. That was pretty cool. Like, that was, how high above the ocean? 580 meters above sea level. It's like a glass platform that you can kind of like look through. That gave us like pretty good views. And like Flo even managed to go onto it. He was like, she's kind of like scared of heights, but I was like, come on, like look how many people are on here and it's not crashing. You should. You should just go on. Oh, the 580 thing, you can basically more or less drive up there, park, and then you pay an entrance fee of like, I think like $5 or something. It's like a viewpoint with like a little cafe next to it and like a souvenir shop. Hello, Urban! You can walk up there, but most people just park there. And I have to say, for like nearly all the viewpoints and like, nearly all the hikes we did as well, we didn't have to pay parking, which is great. I like that. Wouldn't have been able to drag me onto it. He said the same, but then he did it. So, who knows then, who knows. And then we did something cool in, on the south coast. We went to like a... It was like a bird park. With like lots of colorful birds and like koi fish. And that was really, really cool. Like very beautiful birds. But like you had to go really close to the cage. We wanted to take a picture to not have like, you know, the cage in the shot as well. And sometimes the birds would just like very quickly fly to the front of the cage to hold on with their claws. And I would just have to quickly pull back. But that was really beautiful. A lot of them were in cages, but then at the end there was like a section where you could walk freely for a bit. And the birds were roaming freely as well. AKA it was like a very massive cave that you could walk through essentially. There were like turtles as well. And they had like a little warning sign: if you wear any jewelry, please take off the jewelry first, so the birds don't steal it. But yeah, that day overall was a bit disappointing. There was one city we wanted to visit. I don't remember the name, but we absolutely could not find parking, so we just skipped it as well. And then came Wednesday, and Wednesday was really, really nice. Wednesday we did our first like, so to say, hike. So Wednesday we did PR... Which one was it? PR 16. Levada Faja de Rodriguez. That one was one that we had originally not even planned. But we needed to fill time, because once we arrived and we learned how quick you get around with the car and stuff, we were like, okay, our initial time plan is not gonna fill the time. So we needed to add stuff to it. And that was also our first time kind of driving from the south side more to like the northern side. And oh my god, the views! I definitely like the northern side more. The southern side, that was nice, but the northern side was a bit more like wild. And vegetation was like more green. I definitely liked it more. So that one was a lot of like walking right next to the water trail. But sometimes it was muddy and you had to like kind of climb along like a very thin steel wire. And I mean, you could walk through the mud, but I didn't want to. I didn't really have hiking shoes. And on that one, you got like quite a few waterfalls. That's the one with the tunnels that I mentioned. That was really nice. I did really enjoy that. That was very nice. Then we went to Porto Muniz, which is where like the natural lava pools were. So Madeira has like a couple spots where there's basically like natural pools within the ocean, like obviously like close to shore, but somehow it's like little like little pools formed. So if the ocean is not too wild, you can essentially swim in the ocean water without being in the open ocean, which is like super, super nice and cool. Like Germany doesn't have something like that. I don't know if like Spain has something like that, but at least when I was in Mallorca, I don't think I learned about anything like that. And there's one free spot that had like fishes in it and stuff, and was very busy, but also kind of tiny. And then right next to it, there was a paid spot where you could also have like lockers and shit. So we went to this paid spot, and literally just as we went in, they hissed the red flag, and red flag means you are not allowed to go in. And we were like, fuck. Because like, after seeing the free pools, I was hyped. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's cold. I'm gonna do it. When am I gonna have this opportunity again? So I was chatting with Kara as well, and Kara was like, yeah, like, do it if you're gonna regret it otherwise. But and then they were closed. So we grabbed like a little bit to eat at the place, and we're hoping that maybe, you know, maybe they would like lower the red flag again into like a yellow, but it didn't really happen. Like the ocean stayed wild, and we were both like, the fuck do we do now? Because we really wanted to do it. So we decided to go again the next day. So for the next day, what we had planned was going to one of the highest mountains. Not to the peak of it, but like quite high onto it for a sunrise viewing. And we didn't have anything planned for the afternoon. Initially, we wanted to do another hike. But Flo was very 50-50 on it, because there were parts that were like not really secured and had a kind of like steep. Well, if you fell far. Let's just put it like that. So he wasn't like super keen on it, even though the views were amazing. So we decided to do the pools again. And there was also like the 𝐔𝐿 black sand beach that I really wanted to see, which was basically next to the pools. So yeah, we decided to just go back to the hotel, go chill in the jacuzzi, and do the pools again the next day. So next day we left at 4:30 a.m. I think for the sunrise hike. And you had to park the car like halfway up the slope and then walk up like 1.5 to 2 kilometers. There were a lot of people. But that was beautiful, like seeing that in person. And then we wanted to hike a little bit of like a free hike. So the Pico de Arriero hike is a bit special. So it used to be closed down until the start of May. I think there was like some fire and they closed it to secure the whole trail again and let vegetation come back a bit and recover. So now it's fucking booked out every time. Oh, it was not easy. Lots of people on Madeira does not equal easier hike, trust me. But the first 1.2 kilometers of that 𝐥𝐻𝐸 hike is free, up to the Stairway to Heaven. I really wanted to see that as well. I didn't manage though, because we started that hike, but Flo didn't book like the parking ticket long enough. So we had to turn around at some point. I think we would have been able to make it to the end of that. But yeah, our parking ticket ran out, so we had to turn around sadly. Our legs would have hated us. And on the way back, I had to take a lot of breaks because the way back, the stairs... Like, when I say stairs, please don't imagine the kind of stairs that we have in our countries. Phoenix, thanks for the follow, welcome. Thank you. When I say stairs, I mean uneven stairs where one stair could be like one step could be, I don't know, like 5 centimeters, and the next one could be, I don't know, like nearly 50 centimeters. Like very uneven. And Flo's legs and my legs are very different in length as well. And yeah, like both up and down were exhausting. I agree on that, Jolly. Yeah, going down means breaking knees. Yeah. Down is breaking knees and up is like needing an oxygen tank. But yeah. We then first went back to the hotel for breakfast. Because due to it still being early and breakfast lasting until 11 a.m. we were like, okay, let's go back to hotel first, enjoy breakfast, and then we're gonna go back to the pools. We went to the black sand beach first, and holy, I fell in love with that place. Like, I can tell you right now, if I lived in a place like that, I don't think I would be a streamer. I would actually want to go out. Like, you have to imagine, if I go out of my flat right now, I see grey houses, I see basically no nature. I have to walk 20 minutes to be in a park, and that park is literally just green grass. There is no lake or pond or anything. Not really trees either, at least not a lot. More or less just green grass. So I don't leave my flat a lot because it's just not enjoyable. To get anywhere that would be at least somewhat enjoyable for me, where I live, nature-wise, I have to drive around 2 to 2.5 hours with my car. German nature really is not my type of nature. Hello, Tiny. Swim is going great. I'm just telling people about like the holiday basically. I'm doing like a day-by-day recapture. Nature in Madeira? Holy shit. Like, obviously, I think like all the hikes and stuff you wouldn't do like every week or something, right? Because at some point you've seen them all and stuff, and then you'd still repeat them at some point, but like you wouldn't do all of them too often. But that beach, like, there were people surfing there as well. But yeah, after the black sand beach, we went on to the pools that were closed the previous day. It took long until I actually went in, like fully submerged myself in water, but I did it. I posted like proof pictures, guys. I fully went in. But it probably took like a good half hour. So the beginning of the pool had like steps, so I could go like step by step. I think the worst parts were getting the knees submerged. That was pretty bad. And like the collarbones were pretty bad as well. And like the boob area. Like those parts were the worst. And then at some point we met like a German couple where like me and a girl eventually like took the plunge together. And then we swam to the other side. And like the girls were like, oh, we're gonna go all the way through to the other side. And the girl and I were like, yeah, no, we're gonna go there to the little like platform in between, and then from that platform go out. Once you were inside, it was okay. But I mean, 19 degrees is cold. And we made it like to the other side. The other side basically meaning closer to like the actual ocean. Where like only like a little wall. Like a natural wall. Or essentially rocks. Separated you from the actual open ocean. And we went out there for a tiny bit to enjoy the view. And even just being out for a minute and then going back in was already cold. You know how normally once you're like accustomed to the water temperature, you go out, you go in, it's fine, right? You're still accustomed to it. No, not if the water is that cold. Absolutely not. Yeah, and then what did we do after? I think after we just went home because I was quite late already. Yeah, keep in mind that was not like a pool, like what you think of a pool. It was a natural pool. Like, that pool was filled with ocean water. It keeps being like pushed into it. I think they said it's from like volcanic stone, where like it's like wear and tear that like basically turned the stone into like natural pools for people to swim in. It's not like man-made pools. It's literally pools that basically got created by nature. That are like literally right next to the ocean. Well, let me... Coco. Mousy, I need to get to my mouse. You can't sit here. Let me try to pull up a picture. Right. Yeah, they're called lava pools. Wait. Oh yeah, it was definitely not hot. Here. You see that? That is where I went in. Like you can see like the dark rocks is essentially the natural structure, and then humans built the kind of white stuff to work around. Yeah, so what happens is like the water basically goes over the dark rocks into the pool. Like that pool is not filled up by human hand. I can show you the free pools as well. I think it's a bit more obvious there. Right. Yeah, these are the ones. Oops. Something I didn't want to move. These are the ones that you don't have to pay for. These are just filled by the ocean. So every time there's tide, they essentially get pulled, like filled up properly again. So doing tide, you can't go in as well because there's massive waves in those things as well. I have another one where I can show it a bit better. Wait a second. Oh, this one is big. Wait. There. You can see how the wave goes over the that goes over into the pool. And now imagine that doing tide. Like, the actual pool had waves inside. Like, proper waves that would, like, actually be damaging to people. Yeah, like, you know tide when, like, the water comes, like, closer to the land? There. Look at that. Like, that's pretty wild, dude. Like, yeah, when it's like that, they hit the red flag and then you have to go out. So for the pools that you just saw, they take €5 entrance. But I think that's completely fine. Like, the €5 is for like full day, so you can stay an hour or you can literally stay a full day. They have lockers, they have like changing rooms, toilets, showers, like essentially like a normal like pool facility. But like most people don't lock stuff away. They just find a spot and just leave it there. I didn't go into the sexer pools. I dipped my feet into them. But the sexer pool we did on day 1 before we did Portemonnaie's pool where they were closed. We wanted to go to the sand beach, but we kind of took a wrong turn and we ended up at the sexer pool. I will say that they felt colder than the Portemonnaise pools. But I think they were like a bit more in the shade. I also personally feel like the... I think the Portemonnaise pools look nicer, to be honest. There were some natural pools that I didn't manage to check out. Actually close to Funchal. At Praia Formosa? But we didn't have time to check those out. All good, Charlie, all good. But in 𝐔𝐿, I would highly prefer the actual beach over the pool. But yeah, after that, we went back home, and was it that day that I had my... Yeah, I think that day I had my... There was one dish I really wanted to try. And initially, I wanted to eat it at the North Coast. Because I thought, well, North Coast, they're gonna have, like, better fish and stuff. No one at the North Coast served it that way. At least no restaurant that I looked at. And that was scabbard fish with fried banana and passion fruit sauce. And I know that sounds wild. And I'm not even a fish fan. I don't like fish a lot. But it's apparently a Madeiran traditional food. And I really wanted to try it. I like passion fruit a lot, you guys gotta know, so... we found a restaurant in Funchal that had pretty decent reviews where we went to. And I got the fish there, and... First, I was a bit worried because, like, I cut open the banana, like... First week of unit job was great. That's good to hear. I've been good, I'm just, telling about the holiday right now. But, so, what this place did, unlike most other places, and I think I liked it better what this place did. So, let me first explain how other places did. Usually, what I've seen... like other restaurants, because obviously like people order this and like you can see on other tables. They get the fish, and then on top of the fish is like a whole ass banana. Not even sliced up. I think it's like slightly caramelized, and that's it. And then there's like the passion fruit sauce. And it doesn't look good. The place we went to, they gave me like 4 smaller pieces of banana that were like fried, like with actual like dough around it. Not oily or like fatty at all. And not on the fish, like they were scattered around the plate. Then there was a batch of like mashed potato, and in the mashed potato were veggies. I have to say the mashed potato wasn't great. It was too dry. I like very creamy mashed potato. I think it would have been better to just give me the mashed potato and have the veggies on the side. Like the mashed potato I didn't really eat. But the fish! Oh, the fish was so good. The fish then came 2 pieces of the fish. And then the passion fruit sauce was like kind of all around the plate as well. And I cut open like banana into like 2 pieces. Like basically like 1 piece of banana was like 2 bite sizes for me. But it was too much to put on the fork at once. Like banana plus fish plus sauce was too much for the fork. So what I did was put banana on the fork, that into my mouth, and then like fish plus sauce into my mouth. While I only had the banana in my mouth, I was incredibly skeptical. Because that was so sweet, and like, because the banana was fried, it was kind of mushy. And oh, I was not a fan of the texture. But then you add the fish and the passion fruit sauce with like, so the little seeds from the passion fruit were still inside the sauce as well. So you had the sweet banana. That was kind of mushy. You had the crispiness from the banana being fried. So the outside of the banana, like the dough, was crispy. The fish, I don't know what the fish did to it, but it did something. And then you had that like acidic passion fruit sauce with that crunchy texture from the seeds. When it all came together in your mouth, oh my god, that was so good. I just sat there baffled. I was like, how can this be? How? Why does it work? What the fuck? Fish and banana and passion fruit sauce. What the hell? And it just worked. When do we get videos again? It's been 5 months. I never do a lot of videos, but what type of videos do you want? The thing is, I'm not good at editing and I don't have video ideas. You tell me what type of videos you want, I can see if I can do anything. I'm doing more like shorts and live streams usually. Yeah, that one, Julian. There should be a video in 3-ish weeks though. But it's not gonna be a gaming video. What gaming stuff? Like, can you be more specific? Because the thing is, I'm not good at games, so I can't do guides or anything like that. And I genuinely, I don't know how to edit videos, so doing a video takes away from streaming time, so it's like I need an actual idea for a video, because otherwise the time is not invested well. If you guys have good ideas for like videos, like tell me, like I'm always open for suggestions, obviously. Right, anyways, that dish was really good. We then ordered like a tiramisu for like dessert. That was tasty, but not really like what I'd expect from a tiramisu. Like, my neighbor makes better tiramisu. I just put it like that. Like, it was good, but it was not like the tiramisu we have in Germany. Hi, Metal. I hope you're surviving. I'm suffering in my rooftop flat. Not rooftop. Under the roof. I wish it was rooftop. Are you sleepy? Can you please not cover the webcam? Come on. What did we do the day after? Oh. And no, what they did is I think for me, tiramisu needs to come in a bigger batch. You prepare a bigger batch and then you take like a quarter of it out. Yeah, but please English in my chat, thank you. Luckily I have home office so I can sit around naked. And just spray myself with a water bottle and jump under the shower. Yeah, I ordered like 50 meters of duct tape and I need to like reinstall my portable AC because the glue that is currently holding on for dear life keeps melting, so like it's not keeping the air out. But it's only gonna arrive on Wednesday, so ugh. The worst is sleeping in the seat. I can't sleep in the seat and the AC does not reach my bedroom. Friday we What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, yeah. We went to Funnel Forest, which is supposedly like a very kind of like mystical looking forest if you manage to catch it with fog. But because we had woken up the day before, like super early for the sunrise at Pico de Arriero, we decided to just go when we're ready in the morning. So we went there, but like in full sunrise, like full sun. Very hot. There were a lot of free cows walking around. And there was like a pond that made so much noise. And we were like, what is making all that noise? It was a shit ton of frogs in that pond. Like, I'm not even kidding. Probably like 200, 300, 400 frogs. All making noise. Like, you could hear it from like miles away. And then we took a few pictures there. Like, it was still beautiful, but I think that place would have been a lot better in the morning. So I think if I go to Madeira again, that's a place I would definitely wake up early for. Since I've done the early sunrise now. And then we did a hike that we got kind of bamboozled by. Because... Yeah, the Funnel Forest. But yeah, then we did PR6. Very popular hike. We got incredibly lucky to even get a ticket. Basically, all the hikes, you need to book them for like a weird system that's relatively new. And we only managed to grab a ticket Friday, 3:30. Mind you, we had to return our car Friday at 7. And we heard that you can kinda go to the hikes a bit earlier or later, and usually the rangers that check your ticket won't say anything. So we were hoping it would work again, because otherwise no way would we have done it in time. So we got there at like 1 p.m.-ish kinda. And sadly, we had to do the whole hike very quickly. Let me skip this one. Like, we had to do it all very quickly because of the time constraints. And I read online, yeah, only like when you walk back, it's a little bit uphill, but not too much. That's what we read about it, because we wanted to do one that's also like decently easy and chill. We got bamboozled so hard. So first, you gotta walk around 1.5 kilometers only downhill. No stairs, literally steep downhill road. And mind you, for me, I find downhill or uphill a lot harder than stairs. Like, the angle that your feet are in is a lot harder for me than with stairs. I talked to this about this with Flo, and I also Googled, because he said for him, the hills are a lot easier than stairs. And apparently it has to do with height. So it seems that smaller people do better with stairs, and like taller people do better with hills. Because of kind of like the distance that your legs do and shit like that. So every time we did stairs, I actually did better. But every time it was like a normal hill, he did so much better than me. And when we arrived at the bottom, you get greeted by like a cafe, and like we could already see the rangers. Essentially from that starting point, there's I think 2 or 3 hikes that basically start there at the same point. Because PR6 has a couple subcategories as well. There's a PR6, PR61, 62, 63, 64, 65. I'm not sure if all of them start there. I don't think so. I think only a few of them. But we went to the cafe first, and they had like maracuya or like passion fruit cheesecake, and that was so good. Like, I do want to try to make that at home. Which, I mean, that shouldn't be too hard. I've never made cheesecake, but how hard can a cheesecake be? And then you essentially put some like passion fruit sauce on top. Shouldn't be too hard. Well, and then the hike began. And at that point, we were still thinking, okay, now should be the easy part, because like on Google it said only when you go back up and out, you have to walk uphill. So we thought the part, like the 1.5 kilometers downhill that we've already done, we thought that is going to be the part that they talked about, right? That we have to go back up, which already would suck, but we saw that there's like shuttle buses that take you back up. So we were like, well, we can take a shuttle then. It was another kilometer or something down with stairs and steep hills. Mostly stairs. A lot of stairs. And I just said I don't mind stairs as much as like steep hills, but I do mind a kilometer of stairs. Every time we finished one stair and turned around the corner and there were another stairs, like we could see how long the stairs were. Knowing we had to go back up there, I was like, no. Oh my god. And knowing as well that we are on a time limit because we had to return the car by 7 p.m. This hike was like an hour away from Funchal. Oh my god. But it's not just to high altitude. Did you experience some illness? No, not at all. My only issue with altitude was when we were flying into Madeira. My ears hurt a lot as we were descending. Normally on flights, I always have like peppermint bubblegum with me. Because when I was 18, I was flying to Italy. And my ears were hurting so much that I was crying on the plane. And a very sweet flight assistant told me that you should suck on peppermint candy or chew peppermint bubblegum. English, US or UK? UK. I hate American English. Sounds yikes. Apparently the peppermint or spearmint helps when you're flying. I don't know why. But I had forgotten on that flight. Probably because the flight was so early. And it did really hurt again. Like, not to the level that I had to cry, but it did hurt a lot. And it took me a good half day to recover from that as well and have like normal hearing again. On my way back from Madeira to like where I live, 0 issues. Like the normal like slight popping, but nothing big. No clue why I had issues with it on my way there. But like up on the high mountains and stuff, no issues at all, no. We did sometimes when we went up a hill with the car, we did sometimes notice like slight popping in the car. But nothing like too painful, just like normal. But yeah, so on that hike, we had to really rush towards the end, which kind of sucked because I like to take a lot of pictures, and on that day I just couldn't take a lot. Because we didn't really have a lot of time. The end view was beautiful though. It was like a big fountain. Very full spot. Sadly, I didn't get a good picture spot. And the picture spot that I managed to snag did not really have good good light. And then you add on top of that, that Flo is not used to taking pictures of others or himself, but either way, so he doesn't really know about like good angles and stuff. So from that day, I sadly don't have that many good pictures. Like the best pictures are selfies, sadly. The way back was hell. Because we had to rush so hard. Because the thing is, I said there were shuttles at the cafe, right? That take you back all the way up. But the shuttles were tiny. And there were a queue already when we went down. So we were like, if we get there too late and the queue is too long, we are fucked. We essentially made it back just in time to be in a spot in the queue, to get just the shuttle that we needed, to arrive at the car rental. I think we got there at like 6:50. Literally, one shuttle later, and we would have had to pay a fine for being late. Oh, that was so stressful. Like, all the way up. No, like, the brakes were so tiny. I really pushed us through there. Like I said, I'm better with stairs than he is. So, on the stairs, I kept being like, okay, you see that plant there? That is, like, slightly growing on the stairs. We're gonna go until that plant, tiny break, and then we take the second part of the stairs. Like, I always looked for, like, little visual goals to which we could push to. Teeny tiny break, and then keep going. Kind of like what you do in a gym when you go onto the machines. And you do like 15 repetitions, and then you do a break. And then, that kind of worked. That kind of worked. Alright, Alistair, I hope you have a good day. And I think you're going to the movies now, right? Enjoy the movies if you do. I hope they have AC. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, Coco. Oh, my cat is shedding so much with the sudden heat. Coco, lass mein Wasser in Ruhe. Du hast da unten deinen Pot. Come on, you have your own water. Well, and then Saturday we didn't have the car anymore. And honestly, Saturday was the most disappointing day, which kind of sucks because, well, it was the last day. And it's always kind of sad if the last day is a shit day. But we booked the ferry to Porto Santo, like the other island close by. What do you mean with hybrid? The fuck? No. The eclair was the next day. Eclair was in Porto Santo. Hi, Atem. So the ferry to Porto Santo, we had to leave early again. We had to leave at 7. The ferry left at 8. 83 bucks for the ferry. Quite expensive. For like a 2.5-hour ferry ride. And I forgot to download music or bring my Kindle. So it felt very long as well. We did meet 2 lovely old ladies though. Like, it was packed. So we had to share a table with them. And ironically, on the way back, we met them again and we sat with them again, which was a bit funny. But we had booked e-bikes for the island. And I don't know, the island was disappointing. Like, if you're going to Madeira, do not book the ferry to Porto Santo. It's not worth it. We went to 3 viewpoints. All of them... They are okay. But they are lackluster compared to anything you can see in Madeira. Let me put it like that. There's barely anything to do. And we spoke with a local, like the woman that rented us the bikes. We did have like a lovely chat with her. She was like super nice. Because I got curious as well. I was like, yeah, how is it like living here? Because there was nothing to do. And I got curious. I was like, how do you get clothes here? How do you get electronics? Because there's no clothing shops. There's like nothing like that. Just like no normal shops that we are used to, right? Coco, get off the table. So I was just really curious. Like I wanted to know, like how do they get that kind of stuff? Like obviously they can order it online, but like how long does it take and stuff? So I asked, and I did ask her like what made her move there and stuff. So it was really interesting to get like that kind of insight from a local on Porto Santo. Like you guys need to understand, like Porto Santo is a lot smaller than Madeira as well. Madeira is already not big, but Porto Santo is way smaller. And even in Madeira, I did not see a cinema. Even in Funchal, which is like the main city, I didn't see a cinema. I did not see like electronic shop. I didn't see like a makeup shop. I saw H&M. That is legit the only like, how to say, like chain store, you know, like stores that we kind of have all around the world that like I know in Germany and you guys know in like America and in England and stuff. H&M was the only store like that I saw. Well, food places, yeah, like McDonald's and Pizza Hut and stuff, but from like normal like shopping stores, nothing. I was not able to shop there at all, which is another point that was disappointing to me because I like shopping. But won't call it modest, so like they had stores, but it felt like a lot of it was like private run, and yeah, yeah. The stores itself didn't look old. Like the stores looked modern, but like the fashion didn't. I don't know, it was really weird. But anyway, so she said she was originally from Lisbon. So like huge difference with Lisbon obviously being like the capital of Portugal. And I was like, holy shit, okay, so what made you move here? Because, I mean, that is a massive difference. And apparently, like, her husband got offered a job at the airport. Because Porto Santo does have an airport as well. If someone from Porto Santo wants to go to Funchal as well, they only pay like 12 bucks or something for the ferry. But mind you, the ferry only goes in the mornings and evenings at the moment. The ferry can get cancelled if it's too windy. So you could also get stranded in Funchal. Like, we heard actually on the day that we went to Porto Santo, flights got cancelled. Like, flights taking off and also landing in Madeira got cancelled. Like, some flights that had to land in Madeira had to land in Porto Santo. And then they had to go over with the ferry. Like, with the ferry that we also took in the evening. Because we were like, why are there so many people with, like, luggage? So when we went onto the ferry, a shit ton of people had luggage. And normally it's like, people go onto the ferry in the morning and then, like, go back in the evening. So you don't have, like, a big luggage with you, you know? But it was too windy to land on Madeira. And then in the next morning, we had like a shit ton of people in our hotel that had a layover because they couldn't leave. And then when we went to the airport was giga full. And people that had to go to, I think, Zurich, they, that was supposed to leave the day before. They now had to take a flight from Madeira to like where we had to go, and from where we had to go onwards to Zurich. So they had like a full day of travel added to their shit because of winds. That is the tricky thing with Madeira. If it's windy, flights are a nightmare. So we got really lucky that when we left, apparently flights were fine again. I saw an update today from like a TikTok dude that I followed for like Madeira updates. And he said today it's like incredibly windy again as well. So, I think we got the one lucky day in between where it's not been windy. So, lucky us. Lucky us. But yeah, so she said the kind of like the main issue with Porto Santo is they don't get enough tourists because the ferry is too expensive, so people don't take it. And then like Porto Santo doesn't invest into like more things to do really because they don't have the money. Like everyone agrees that like 80+ euro for the ferry is just way too much. People don't do it. Like we paid more for the ferry plus the bikes. I mean, just for the ferry, we paid more than for all the other attractions that we did over our whole time in Madeira together. That includes, I think, like 18 euro entrance to Monte Palace and 22 euro for the cable car. Plus, like, several hikes and parking. Obviously, I'm excluding food because, you know, like, food is obviously expensive. But all the hikes we did, the parking, the pools, and then obviously there's a lot of free stuff like Sextel Beach and shit. The whole week was cheaper than the one ferry ride to an island where there was basically nothing to do. We also had like kind of shit like with the weather. I feel like if you're someone who really enjoys the beach vacation and you really want one day of like beautiful like beach with like turquoise water, you can go there, but I feel like then you shouldn't book Madeira to begin with. The other part, like, the water was teal, but the other parts of the island were just barren. Like, the vegetation there is just, like, so much worse than on Madeira. Like, we did both regret that. Like, we both said we would rather had another day of just, like, walking around Funchal, eating nice food, or even doing, like, one of those, like, dolphin tours on a catamaran or something instead of that. Like, that felt, like, genuinely wasted money. And that's sad because, obviously, that was the last day. I did not really take any good pictures there either. That's why there was no YouTube update for the last day. Because I didn't really have anything nice to share, to be honest. There was no good pictures. Like, there was some ocean pictures, but it's nothing that you hadn't seen the days before. I can show you the stuff though that I bought if you guys want. It's not a lot of stuff that I bought. Let me grab, because some is still in my backpack or like in my suitcase. Let me grab that. Let me hit the bathroom quickly, and then I can show you at least the few things that I bought. Like I said, it's not a lot, but I can show you. Give me a second. Let's hope that my webcam works. Oh wait, I need to change my screen. Oh. Wait. I don't know why I can't rotate it right now. Wait. Okay. Coco, hör auf! Runter! Mensch! That's sense. Thank you. The stupid cam is again not focusing. Whatever. Remember to sub and become a member on YouTube so I can invest into a better setup here. Here, you can see my legs. There. Guys, look. You see this way. Here's my hand. Look. This little bit here, there's my leg. No. Okay, the first thing you already saw this on Discord. I saw this like seagull. So I didn't buy stuff from very early on. I didn't find stuff, right? Coco, runter vom Tisch! Weg! Abmarsch! Runter! Gehst du jetzt weg mit deinem Arsch? Mensch! Sorry for that. And then after we returned the car, here's a tail. There. After we returned the car, there were like 2 souvenir shops opposite the street. And we went into this shop at like 6.85. No, 58. She was already about to close. And we had already been into souvenir shops before. Obviously, a seagull is not very... Like, it doesn't necessarily remind me of Madeira, right? But I love seagulls. And it had like the little fry in its mouth. And I was like, yo, I kind of want this. So I bought it. Okay, then another thing. I don't know what the meaning of these is. No, I can't purr, but bought this little cat. I need blinds. I bought blinds as well for the window in the back, so like the light is hopefully not like this anymore. They had a lot of these, but most of them are more colorful, but my interior is not very colorful. It's more like nature colors, black, dark brown, green. That's not a pencil, so like you just put the cat somewhere to stand. What you can technically do, and this was my initial thought for buying it, is like you could put like rings on it. No? Because of like the long tail, but it's kind of fragile, so I think if I always like pull on it, the paint might come off and stuff, so I think I'm just gonna like put it somewhere as decoration. I can actually check on my phone if I can figure out what the cats mean. No, I can't find anything about it. I don't know. Yeah, so this is something I bought. And then I always like to buy like a magnet for my fridge. I mean, I like to buy a postcard as well, but I like when a postcard is kind of like drawn instead of like just pictures, and I only found like picture postcards. I couldn't find anything that was drawn, you know, so I didn't buy a postcard, but bought this magnet. Come on, camera. Oh my god, I fucking hate this camera. Why is it not making it sharp? What the fuck? Coco, runter vom Stuhl! Du gehst mir gerade echt auf den Sack, Mann! Mensch! There. So, the houses are like very popular, like famous. And then it says like some, here's there's some, kind of like street signs for like some cities. It says Funchal, which we visited, Santana, which we didn't go to, Ribera Brava, which we drove through, Porto Santo, which we visited, and Porto Moniz, which we visited. So yeah, I thought this was... Oh my god, this fucking camera. Not long, guys. Not long until I can upgrade, hopefully, my hand cam setup. We need to get through Coco's operation on Friday, and we need to get through 𝐥𝐬𝐿 on Saturday and Sunday. And then I know what my finances look like, and then I can look into upgrading my phone cam, like my setup here. Right, then I have a weird thing for liking mugs because I drink a lot out of mugs, like tea and coffee. I wanted one that's like I wanted one that said something with Madeira on it, and I accidentally broke one in the process of it. Couldn't find one really that I liked. A lot of them look very touristy, which I don't like. So I just bought a normal looking one that I like the look of it though. Like, it kind of reminds me of the ocean with the colors and stuff. It's just a normal mug, like it's nothing special, you know. But I like the color gradients on it. It's a bit more blue and green in real life. Like the camera gives it like shit coloring. It's more saturated. Yeah. Pretty big mug as well, so that's nice. And now we get to the spices. This is most of the stuff now. This is not. That was Flusters. Most of this we bought in that the market hall. So not these. These I bought where I bought the mug as well. I forgot one thing. Wait. Let me get the last thing I forgot. Wait. Okay. So this is... Oh, for fuck's sake, it doesn't even say. Oh, no. This one doesn't even say what it is. I don't know. It's like some spice that smelled good. It's like some spices mix. No, not really curry. I think there's like something with... Something with tomato in it as well? I'm not sure. I thought it would say on the back. Shit. Well, it smelled good, so we bought it. Okay. No, we didn't taste it. I just smelled good, so I bought it. I like stuff for cooking and shit. Like, I'm always a big fan of that. Oh. Madeira banana salt. No clue what it tastes like. Absolutely no idea. Sounded interesting. Wanted to try. I can imagine this being really good with potentially avocado. I don't know if it's gonna taste like banana. No clue. Yeah, banana salts. Lava salt. No idea what it's going to taste like. Banana, we know what it tastes like. Lava? I don't know. I have no clue. But I was interested, so I bought it. Okay, the next two are a bit more boring. Lemon pepper? Tamara! Oh my god. Coco, get off. Yeah, meow. Yeah, it won't work. Come on. Lemon salt. And look, it doesn't just look like lemon. There's like salt. There's like little How do we piece this as well? So I think this is gonna be like really nice and lemony. Maracuja sweets? Like, it's just candy. We could try one of these now. I didn't want to open them in Madeira because then, like, they might have spilled. And then... Yes, I'm so excited for. Well, it's not going sharp, but... It's essentially maracuja chocolate. This was expensive. This chocolate bar was $6. I need to put it into the fridge because it's gonna melt. Oh yeah, I know that it's passion fruit. In Germany we actually say both. We say maracuja and Passionsfrucht. Have a local recipe for the chocolate or for what? Okay, I'm gonna open these and try. The small one would be good, so I don't have it. Not a big one. Just a small one to test. A lot sweeter than I expected. I thought it would be more fruity and fresh. And they're not bad, but most of the stuff that I've eaten with like maracuja and passion fruit in Madeira was a bit more fresh. But yeah, that's all the stuff I bought. I didn't buy a lot. Like, I don't know. They didn't really have a lot. I'm kind of sad. Like, I definitely bought more in Mallorca and Spain. Dude, I already cleaned it, but it's so dirty again already because of all the cat hair. It's pretty bad. Coco? Ah. Yeah, I went to Mallorca like 2 years ago, but no hiking was included there. Because I had just gotten my MS diagnosis like a couple months before, so we had no idea how I will handle, like, eat or anything really. Coco? Vielen Dank, Faye. Oi. A buff update? Dude, my... Yeah, too many nerfs like me. My legs hurt so much on Madeira, like... On day... I think day 3... I bought, like, fat, drinkable magnesium... Like, little satchels. I was actually thinking of going to Mallorca again. Like, maybe in... I would kind of like to go on another holiday this year, to be honest, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time for it. Because, in August, I'm gonna have my partner anniversary on Twitch, where I'll have to do something special for it. And in September, we have... September, we have a shit ton of games to play on stream. And like June and July, with short notice now. October is already late, no? For like summer holiday. Mallorca, October, wherever. Daily highs average 22 to 24. Hmm. Hmm. That did not play for you guys, did it? The skill diff? Did it play for you guys? Hi, True. I didn't see like audio move for that. Okay, why is it not playing? Why is that not playing? Hello, Gentle. Yes, yes, I am back. First, we need to go back to the screen. So it is? Like, I hear it, it's just not running in OBS. Why is it not working? What the hell? Why is it not working? It's like all of my wavelength stuff isn't working. having tech issues. I'm losing overview of all the sound stuff in my OBS. That's the other issue. Like I'm completely losing overview of it. I don't understand that, Noble. I'm sorry. Jeans Büglerin? I do not know what you're trying to say. Hello Apple, how you doing? I have two things where the sound comes from as well, and I don't know which one it should come from. That one also doesn't play the alert. Sorry, let me pause the music for a second and open something on YouTube and see if that makes it through to the stream. That's not. So it's the whole wavelength that is not making it to the stream right now. Why? The fuck? Keiner
Skill diff.
There we go. Jesus. Man. Yeah. I fixed it. Let's just say it was my fault. Instead of chat mix, instead of stream mix, I clicked on chat mix as my source. Don't be dumb like me. Hi, Cisco. Okay, but anyways, that was the holiday recap. But I have a question for you guys. About the next couple weeks. Until the 10th of July. Hello, Ramsa. So, you know we gotta finish Trails. Trails for Daybreak. I think we have like 2 chapters left. No, I think actually 3 chapters left. Now, all you Final Fantasy people. When is the Beastmaster coming? When is that happening? Beastmaster in Final Fantasy 14. No, it can't be 8.0. It's definitely coming soon. They showed it in like Fanfest or Live Letter or something, but I need a date. If you guys don't know, I need to Google. Which would be okay, but yeah. 8th of September? That long? For Beastmaster? Really? Nah. Bah. That is late. Thank you, Ramsa. Okay, anyways. Okay, I mean, Beastmaster coming on so late changes stuff a little bit, but I think we have around 2 weeks of content left in Trails. And I did say, when I come back from holiday, well, I did say after we finish Trails, we would also do some Final Fantasy 14. I said we would do some League. And I said we would look at Subnautica too. Subnautica, I first want to know your thoughts though, because it is another $30, and if I'm only gonna play it one stream, then and I don't know if, because obviously I missed the release window because of my holiday. I don't know if it's still worth playing really, or if like the hype is kind of like poof already. But my thought right now is, do you think it would be better to focus on Trails until we're done with it, and then do the mix of games until Sword Art Online comes out? Or do you think it would be better to already start the mixing? So maybe we would do, I don't know, like 2 streams of Trails per week. And... or maybe 3, and then the other days would be other stuff per week. Until Trails is done. I don't think that Trails itself tired me. I think it was accumulation of things, but Holiday helped to at least kind of ignite like a hunger for creating content again. That it's a bit weird because I like, obviously I had fun doing that before as well, but pushing so hard to try to get you to partner before the holiday was a bit tough with everything going on at work as well. So to you guys, it might have seemed that it was the game, but there were a lot of outside factors weighing in on it as well. I mean, there's obviously also the fact that like 𝐤𝐿 had like the whole tooth issue, which was going to be fixed ideally by Friday. Oh well, I mean, Friday she gets the operation, and then hopefully it all heals without issues, and that is out of my head. 𝐑𝐚𝐯 will be done, so after Monday basically, a lot of stuff should calm down in my life. Work will still be giga shit. The boomer added a lot to my pile, and my boss as well. During holiday, that should not be on my pile. So I'm coming back to a lot more work than I left with. A lot of additional work that shouldn't be there, which is not fun, obviously. You think I should maybe do a poll on YouTube? To like... because I think my Twitch viewers don't really care, to be honest. Like, you guys watch regardless of what I play. So I feel like... yeah, YouTube and Discord, yeah, that could be good. Yeah. Like I said, after the operation costs are done, I'm gonna have a better idea about my finances as well. So then I can properly look into hopefully upgrading the handcam setup a bit. I'm not fully sure yet what we can do for handcam streams. I mean, I do have still some, like, some cyberfun goals as well that I need to do. Like, we have to do karaoke stream, for example. Let me actually check. Got to do community gaming night. I do have to do a tier list stream, so we also need to think about like what tier list we want to do. Tier list stream I should be able to do on YouTube and Twitch as well. Because karaoke stream I can only do on Twitch, sadly, because YouTube is gonna bonk. Not safe for work game stream is gonna be a Discord only thing. And then, yeah, the Dokumi vlog. I will record for that this upcoming weekend. Because obviously I had to wait for Dokumi to happen. But what do other people think? Do you think I should finish, like, people that are in chat right now? On both Twitch and YouTube. Do you think I should finish 12 first and then start the mixed stuff? Or because like that's kind of what we did for 12 so far, so finish that project and then start it, or go into the mixed thingy now after the break? Like before I start any hauling. I think both could work now, because I'd still have like the holiday break and could be like, oh yeah, we're like after holiday we're gonna try something new now. So I think I have a basis for both. People AFK. Okay, then I'm gonna do the polls so people can answer when they're like back on the PC. Hello, Nick. Hope you had a nice Sunday. Oh, it was a very nice holiday. Yeah, holiday was nice. It was a lot cooler than in Germany. See, Julie, I think for me what would feel more natural is finish fails first and then shift into the new style. Because that's what I said I would do before, and then like I have the one project finished. But I wouldn't mind either way. I'm just worried that the people that like started watching trails are gonna like drop off if we don't finish that in one go. That's kind of what I'm a bit worried about. Yeah, I'm dying of the heat as well. I bought duct tape to hopefully fix my AC on Wednesday. I'm not sure what to do about sleep though. Like, I slept so bad last night. I was really looking forward to sleep in my own bed again after the holiday. Because the mattress in the hotel bed was too hard for me personally. But it was so hot, I kept waking up. Three chapters left for 2.5. Yeah, I could. We could probably finish one chapter if I did a stream tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. Technically, I could stream on Friday, but I don't think I want to stream on Friday. My friend is taking a hotel on Friday, so he's only gonna be here on Saturday till Monday. But since Coco has the operation on Friday, I don't think I want to stream on Friday in the evening. Like I wanna have an eye on her, you know, in case she has to puke or something. Like I wanna be there for her. I don't want to stream on that day and be distracted. I'm gonna be there Saturday and Sunday. Like my cat gets like a tooth taken out on Friday. I did plan originally to go Friday as well, but yeah, she was dumb and she ran into a wall or something and the tooth got like split basically, and we had to wait a month for the appointment now to get it taken out. So she's gonna be put under and finally get it removed. Which obviously has priority for me over Dokumi. Like, I mean, at least I already had the day off from work. Because I think technically I could have driven there before work and picked her up, like, close to finishing work and just had done, like, some overtime during the week to compensate for it. But I don't think I would have been able to concentrate well. So I think this is better. I hope she's gonna be like fine when she's like, last time she got like put under was when she got like neutered, and other than being like a bit wobbly and like I think she puked once, other than that she was quite good. But she was a lot younger, so we'll have to see. My little sunburn still itch a little bit. Good night, 𝐤𝐿. Sleep well. Probably not, Jolly. I feel like the quads are a lost cause for this game. Hello, Coco. Yeah, meow. Meow. Hmm? Come on, get off the table. Come on. Ow. Off you go. Ow. Jägers. Ach, Coco, komm mal, du warst gerade unten. Runter. Ab. Mensch. No, I think I'm gonna like hop off. I'm gonna put the poll up on Discord and on YouTube. And then we'll see. I kinda... Let me check the weather. I think the playlist just finished as well, so that's actually good timing. 32 degrees tomorrow. Oh, fuck my life. Oh. Jesus Christ. 28 on Friday. I am not looking forward to having to take my cat into the car on that day. Fuck. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna Google how I can make that a bit better for her because my car's AC doesn't work, and even if it did, it would like full on blast into her face. It's not a long ride, but it's still obviously not nice. Hmm. Wonder if like a wet towel or something over her transport box would help. I'll have to check that. Now, I was thinking of maybe going to the pool tomorrow. So if I do, I would stream a bit later. I'll see how the heat is tomorrow. But either way, we're gonna do 12s tomorrow, I think. Like, regardless of what the polls say as well, I think we're gonna go back into 12s tomorrow. Yeah. Alrighty. Ach, Coco, runter vom Tisch jetzt. Du gehst mir jetzt langsam auf den Sack. Geh vom Tisch. Geh runter. Runter. Oh. Dude, she keeps jumping on the table. Yeah, like I said, I don't know yet how I'm gonna, like, sleep. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take, like, at least 2 showers tomorrow. Ui. I wish I was back in Madeira right now with, like, the natural pools. Like, those would be so nice. The 19-degree pools when it's, like, 32 degrees outside. Can you imagine? Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the little holiday update. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we're back with gaming. I'll put the polls up. Please do the polls. And, I catch you tomorrow. Don't melt. Stay alive. Hydrate. I'm gonna make sure to hydrate as well. I already, like, naturally, even without stream, I already drank, like, 1.5 liters. Which is a lot more than what I normally drink in a day. It's okay, I know your hands still work. That's important. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys soon.